and the Three Bears. In a cozy, sun-dappled cottage deep in the woods lived a family of 3 bears. There was a great big papa bear named Bruno, a kind, middle-sized mama bear named Clementine, and a wee little baby bear named Pip. One morning, Mama Bear made delicious, steaming porridge for breakfast. "Oh my," she said in her gentle voice, "it's too hot to eat. Let's take a walk while it cools," rumbled Papa Bear. Soon after they left, a little girl named Marigold came skipping down the path. She saw the lovely cottage with its door just a little bit open. "I wonder who lives here," she whispered. Forgetting her manners, Marigold tiptoed inside. The yummy smell of porridge filled the air. On the table, she saw 3 bowls. Feeling hungry, she decided to have a taste from the great big bowl. "Ow!" she cried. "This porridge is too hot." Next, she tasted the porridge from the middle-sized bowl. "Brr!" she shivered, hugging her arms. "This porridge is too cold." Then, she tasted the porridge from the wee little bowl. She smiled happily. "This porridge is just right," and she ate every last drop. With a full tummy, Marigold looked for a place to sit. She saw 3 chairs and climbed into the great big one. "Oh no," she grumbled, wiggling around. "This chair is too hard." Next, she flopped into the middle-sized chair. "Whoa!" she giggled as she sank deep into the soft cushions. "This chair is too soft." Finally, she sat in the wee little chair. "Ah," she sighed. "This chair is just right." But as she leaned back, crack! The chair broke into pieces and Marigold tumbled to the floor. "Oh dear," Marigold said. Now she was feeling very sleepy. She wandered upstairs and found a cozy bedroom with 3 beds. "Time for a nap," she yawned. She climbed onto the great big bed, but it felt like sleeping on a rock. "Too hard," she declared. She tried the middle-sized bed, but it was like a fluffy cloud she sank right into. "Too soft." Then she snuggled into the wee little bed. "Perfect," she whispered. "This bed is just right." She pulled the little quilt up to her chin and fell fast asleep. Just then, the 3 bears came home from their walk. They were hungry and ready for their breakfast. "I hope the porridge is ready," squeaked Baby Bear Pip. But when they looked at the table, Papa Bear growled in his big, deep voice, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Mama Bear looked at her bowl and said, "Someone's been eating my porridge too." Baby Bear Pip looked at his little bowl and began to cry. "Someone's been eating my porridge," he wailed in his wee little voice, "and they ate it all up." The bears went into the living room. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," growled Papa Bear. "And someone's been sitting in my chair," said Mama Bear, fluffing her cushions. Baby Bear Pip looked at the pile of wood on the floor. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," he cried, "and they've broken it all to pieces." Very quietly, the 3 bears tiptoed up the stairs. In the bedroom, Papa Bear saw his rumpled bed. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," he growled. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed too," whispered Mama Bear. Baby Bear Pip crept over to his wee little bed. He saw a lump under his quilt. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," he squeaked, "and here she is." With all the growling, talking, and squeaking, Marigold's eyes popped open. She saw 3 bears, 1 big, 1 medium, and 1 small, all staring down at her. "Eek!" she shrieked. Marigold jumped out of bed, zipped past the bears, scrambled down the stairs, and bolted out the front door. She ran and didn't stop until she was safe in her very own home. Marigold learned a very important lesson that day. It is never okay to go into someone's house without asking, or to use their things without permission. Respecting what belongs to others is always just right.